Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of Crysis 2 Remastered. This game originally came out in, I think, around the same time as LA Noire, right around 2011. And in 2019, it was remastered in the same vein as Crysis and Crysis 3 was. Now, a couple of things that I want to make clear right from the start. For people who might be watching this at some point in the future, this is not going to be a maximum difficulty playthrough. I've been there, done that, don't want to do it again. I have a low tolerance for frustration, which is why you'll never see me playing the Elder Scrolls series here. Elder Souls. Anyway, so there's some games that you're just not going to see on this channel because of that low tolerance for frustration. If that's what you want to see, there are channels that specialize in that, and I can point you in the direction of a couple, such as the Gamer Max channel, for example, which is specifically max difficulty playthroughs. Second thing is that I am not going to be pointing out the location of the game's collectibles. Because first of all, this is going to be a new game plus, and off camera I've already got all the collectibles, so they're not going to show up anyway. But even if I started a new profile, which would put all the collectibles back, even if I did that, there are plenty of collectibles guides for Crysis 2, and I just don't see the point in replicating someone else's work. So, with that in mind, there are a few changes in Crysis 2. We're going to see that in full. We're going to see that cinematic in full in just a second here. With that in mind, your extras are divided into New York souvenirs, which really is just concept art for the various levels. Dog tags, which is just information on some of the other characters in the game. Vehicle keys, which, for the most part, it's all about the artwork. There's a couple of email conversations that are kind of add a little bit of insight into what's going on off camera, and I'll read those later on, although not right up front because they're spoilers. And anyway, I am your host, Iron Dragon. Again, another reminder for the new people, if you like what you see and want to support what I do, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. And let's go on ahead and... Oh, one more thing I want to note is that there are some things that you unlock during the game. Like, for instance, you start with just a basic pistol and no attachment, a basic pistol with iron sights, and there's no attachments to it. And as you find attachments, they become available for you to use. Well, I've already found almost all the attachments, so I'm going to have all the attachments available to me from the start of the game. And also, same thing applies to the nanosuit enhancements page. I've already unlocked all the nanosuit upgrades. I'll explain the nanosuit upgrade system when we get to it. For now, let's just start a new campaign, and we'll do soldier difficulty.
And there's a little more about that coming up. So, Gary, who do you like?
Well, I tell you so far, I like what I'm seeing here in New York. They got a pretty strong team as usual. That's in the Eastern, and the Western I'm liking San Francisco, but with Los Angeles as the sleeper.
Okay, so we're looking at a New York, San Francisco in the finals, or possibly LA. You heard it here first, folks. We'll call Gary on it at the end of the season. That's all the sport. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for the workout.
Thanks, guys. And that's not all we're following. Here's Dan at the help desk.
3 more employees at their Times Square headquarters have been diagnosed with...
Crynet have denied reports of a biochemical leak at their Midtown research unit. Parent company Hargreave Rash were unavailable for comment.
So far, there are 127 laboratory-confirmed cases, but due to the speed of infection,
All transport routes have now been severed as cell
Gasoline threatens to break the dreaded $200.
We need to reinstall trust in our law enforcement agencies.
Where is our military?
I have just one comment to make. $200 a gallon? What the hell? Of course, they are setting it up for the idea that in Crysis 3, there was an energy crisis.
Swordfish 3, please confirm your status.
This is Swordfish 3, holding station at point south 1, periscope depth.
Roger that. Confirming point south 1. Swordfish 3, can you describe any, visible activity at your location?
Negative, Command. No visible activity. This place is like a tomb.
So what's the word? Sit till we get orders to deploy. Kill us some bad guys. Suck it up, Marine.
There's no bad guys up there, Folsom. Keep telling you, this is a strictly humanitarian crisis. Ebola or some such shit. Tell him, Alcatraz.
Alcatraz ain't talking much this morning. Contrary to popular belief, people, tequila is not good for your health. Right, Al? Just nod your head. We'll know you're alive. There you go.
Anyway, it's bullshit. You don't call Force Recon for an EMAT evac. They're bad guys up there. I swear. I can feel it.
Get the hell off.
Listen up, Marines. Time to go get this Dr. Gould. Get your asses forward. Get scuba gear on. 10 minutes. Weapons prep.
I told you. You don't take out the Ebola virus with an M16.
Yeah, just don't shoot this Gould, okay?
Man, I heard it was an alien invasion.
Yeah, right. Illegal aliens.
What the fuck was that? Get out, people! Back up!
Abandoned ship. Repeat. Abandoned ship. Catastrophic hull breach. Control. We are hit. Repeat. We are hit. Abandoned ship.
hell happened here, man? Torpedo?
The hatch is under! Gotta dive! It's jammed! Give me some help here!
Chino! Didn't make it, man. Alcatraz is last out. What happened to these people, man?
Just don't touch them.
Hey! Looks like Lady Liberty took some heavy fire!
Yeah, she's still standing though. Stubborn bitch.
Hey! What the hell?
Hostiles!
Where's my support? Where's the sub? Fucking Ceph took you all out. That can't be. Gould's counting on us. Alcatraz? That's your name? Alcatraz. Destiny's a bitch, huh? It'll be on you now, son.
You mean his buns or your pets? I'm gonna assume you mean the two ones with the floppy ears, so... Anyway. And hello, Diruder. That's the ones I thought that were, you were talking about. It depends on how you want to play it. Because unless you're playing on the hardest difficulty level, you can tank a lot more hits than the original game. It has the same walk-it-off health mechanics that the first one had, but there's no health bar. Essentially, you run low on health, and you start hearing your heartbeat louder, and your breath gets heavy, and you get a low health warning. But if you can stop getting shot long enough, the regeneration kicks in. That's true because it's a suit doing it.
Alcatraz, this is all I can do. It's all I can do for any of us. You're my last shot here. Gould's last chance. Last chance for all of us. I'm used up. I'm a dead man walking. I'm contaminated. But you can finish this thing. You have to. You have to. Welcome to the future, son. Welcome to the war. Oh yeah, one last wish. It won't let me go that easily. Symbiosis. Gotta break the link. I gave you the suit. Gave you my life. Promise me. Fine, Gould. It's all I can do now. You are all I can do. They used to call me Prophet. Remember me. Locate and protect Nathan Gould. Break the padlock.
And you can see how many this Ceph virus has been killing.
We got fresh bodies on the beach here. Couple live ones too, I think. Right! Bring them up! Looks like Marine Special Ops or something. Yeah, Force Recon flashes. Then they're in this. Get them stabilized and find out what they know. Lockhart wants this piece of shit bad.
Crysis Team 1. We're at 5th day now, and we've still made virtually no progress in halting the spread of infection in victims of the Manhattan virus. Antivirals have some temporary effect, most notably Tramaravax and its generic rivals, but ultimately, the process always resumes. In the end, we can do nothing but watch these people die. And our situation has not been helped by heavy-handed policing from...
Aquila, I really don't think you want to get political right now.
No, Jeff, they need to know. I want to go on record here. The Cell martial law crackdown has been brutal and disastrous from its inception.
Yeah, big surprise.
These PMC goons have done nothing but spread panic and get in our way from day one. They clearly aren't up to the job, and their brutality has only increased as the situation worsens. And with the whole island sealed off at Commander Lockhart's orders...
Hey! You can't just... Aquila!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Get out of the way, Doc. This is for your own good.
Ow!
Whenever possible, I'm going to stop for radio broadcasts and stuff.
Prophet, it's Gould. You read me? Prophet! Prophet, listen to me. I don't know if you can hear this, but they're coming for you. You have to find those Marines.
By the way, before I go too far into this, I do want people to know that I have expanded the field of view. Now keep in mind, this game calculates field of view vertically instead of horizontally, so I increased it to a vertical of 80 degrees. Horizontally, that increases it from 85 to 118. I've also turned off the HUD bob, not head bob, HUD bob is what they call it, and I've also turned off motion blur. Basically, I'm trying to accommodate people who might have motion sickness problems. But all the other features are turned on, like DLSS and ray tracing.
System override. System override. Threat detected. The tactical visor provides increased battlefield awareness. Scan for weapons, equipment, and tactical opportunities. The visor's function allows you to observe from safe distance.
Listen, Prophet. Cell are all over downtown looking for you. I'm sending you my coordinates.
Make your way from the camp.
Now another thing I mentioned is that I've already unlocked all the attachments. So I'm going to keep the iron sight, but I'm going to add a silencer to it. Whoop, wrong key. Note that at this point you can't use the cloak and you can't use the armor mode because the suit's not fully back online yet. Just like the first game, your inventory, you can carry 2 weapons, plus the jaw, which is a rocket launcher with up to 4 or 5 rockets, I think. Plus C4 charges, which I seldom use. I think you can carry up to 4 of those, plus up to 5 grenades. Again, I've already unlocked most of the attachments. So we'll put a silencer on this, an extended clip, and a reflex sight, which is my favorite configuration for the Scarab. And then we'll sprint back over here and top off the ammo for this. By the way, I'm about to show you one major change between Crysis 1 and Crysis 2. Remember, the gun that I'm currently carrying has a silencer. Remember in Crysis 1 how firing a shot from any gun would cause you to come out of cloak mode?
It's got such a hard on for this guy in the suit.
Didn't come out of cloak mode. It did suck up a lot of energy. I mean, it dropped me from 80-something% down to 45%. But
trigger this whole outbreak in the first place. I don't buy it. This shit is personal. It's the way I heard it.
Now, if it's a non-silenced weapon, you will immediately come out of cloak. But silenced weapons don't immediately pop you out.
Nah, you heard wrong. Lockhart was against the whole nanosuit program right from the get-go. Never trusted it, always said to go back. Lockhart told the Crynet board to can the program years ago.
I'd say he called that about right. You know how many of Maroon's section this prophet took out on his way downtown? The guy's gone completely off the rails. I'm looking for some major payback here.
Amen.
Do you read me?
No, he doesn't read you.
Prophet, listen. I'm outside the evac center. You have to get here. I don't know how long I can hold out.
spread out and comb every inch of this place for profit. The perimeter's locked down. He's somewhere in the park. EMAD emergency team pulled out yesterday, so anything that moves is a target. Cobalt 3 and 6, check the tents. 4 and 2, sweep the coastline. We'll take the castle.
Roger. Moving out.
Cobalt 7, this is Oversight. Do you copy? Cobalt 7, report.
Yeah, just stand there facing the wrong way.
Do you copy?
Cell are all over the place. I've got to bail. I'll meet you back at the lab. Hurry!
If they allow.
So much for containment. Poor bastards. Yeah. Those EMAT guys never had a hope in hell. You see those bodies back there? All melting and shit? Christ.
Approach enemies unnoticed for silence takedowns.
Now, how safe is your home against an earthquake? You might think that's an odd question if you don't live in California, but you'd be wrong. Increased seismic activity over the last 3 years is a statistical fact across the continental United States. And it's affecting areas previously thought safe from any serious earthquake threat. From New York State, Michelle Sikorsky has this.
Yes, Derek. For decades now, the people of New York State have lived easy in the knowledge that they're thousands of miles from the nearest danger zone. In fact, New York is among the 2 or 3 most seismically active states in the eastern USA. There have been literally hundreds of minor tremors over the history of the state, and 1 or 2 big ones, too. Now, with modern building codes, quakes such as these would not normally be cause for much concern. But here in Albany, Cornell seismologist Jim Durney is advising the state legislature that all this may be about to change. So, Jim, you've been measuring some pretty substantial tremors, is that right?
Yes, that's right, Michelle. Over the last 3 years or so, we've seen a substantial rise in the frequency of small seismic events across the state. At first, it looked as if this was in line with similar activity elsewhere around the globe. But there's been a sudden spike in both frequency and intensity over the last few days, and frankly, we're at a loss to explain what's causing it.
Won't be at a loss for long.
Attempting system restart. Pre-purge active. Pre-purge complete. Stand by. Magnetic seals released. Warning. Contaminant detected. Automatic system shutdown commencing.
Force open security doors.
Listen, something pretty massive just happened to the suit link. Whole thing went down. I think it's back now, but you better get here fast. Everything's falling apart. Infected all over the place. Poor bastards. And cellular out on the cull. Plus the Ceph are starting to show up too. Look, stick to the subways. It's gotta be safer than the streets. Hope you brought those Marines.
Find the subway entrance.
Coincidentally, if you look at what's left in the pharmacies and convenience stores that you can actually get into, apparently there was a run on everything except for orange juice, milk, facial tissues, and ironically, there was not a run on toilet paper. And there's always a couple of energy bars at the counter, but I mean, seriously. Now, granted, the game was written in the game came out in 2011. Who back then would have anticipated there would be a run on toilet paper?
It's Prophet! Take it down!
other weapons there, the feline. That was something I wasn't going to introduce until later, but I'll go on ahead and introduce it in just a minute. The feline is a bullpup design assault rifle. So again, you can have the silencer, extended clip, and the reflex sight. But compared to the Nova, it does slightly more damage. The feline has a higher rate of fire and more mobility, but less damage and range compared to the Scarab. And here's the other mechanic I was going to introduce later, is that this is your nano upgrade thing. Normally, these would have a cost in nano catalyst, which I will get to later. You haven't encountered any enemies yet that you can get nano catalyst from, but I've already unlocked everything. You can see I've got 22,000 saved up. You can only have one item from each of these four categories. You've got your tactical, armor, power, and stealth. So right now I've got the cloak tracker, which increases the visibility of cloaked enemies. Deflection, which will deflect bullets in armor mode, and possibly deflect them right into someone else. Air friction for extra falling control. And stealth enhancement, which means I go into and out of stealth faster, and energy drain is reduced. But I'll show you the covert ops, just suppresses your footsteps. Tracker highlights enemy routes. The air stomp allows an extra attack, a downward stomp when in the air. Mobility enhance increases your ledge grab speed and reduces the energy drain from sprinting and jumping. Nano recharge, faster health and suit energy recharge, which that might be useful in some situations. Armor enhance reduces drain speed of energy. Proximity alarm lets you know when an enemy's nearby. And Threat Tracer to show incoming bullet paths, with Threat Tracer and Armor Enhance being the two cheapest, but also the two least useful in my opinion. Tactical options.
Alright, torches! Christ! How'd we end up on body detail?
Quit complaining. You'd rather be out there fighting the Ceph?
Beats cleaning up this mess.
Tell that to Maroon section. The Ceph wiped out half their squad up in Greenwich Village.
He's right. We got it easy down here. Midtown's fucking chaos, man.
You call this easy? These are people, man.
They ain't people no more. They're a biohazard.
Alright, enough of this shit. Lancaster, check the intersection. Hicks, we'll take the diner.
Roger that.
There's a reason I'm waiting for them to move. You'll see in a minute.
Hey, McMillan, see anything up there? Nothing. All clear.
There we go. Took one out with a bullet. Took one out with a bullet, took one out with a donut.
up on body detail.
Quit complaining. You'd rather be out there fighting the Ceph?
Meat's gonna do this.
Wiping out half their squad.
You call this easy? These are people, man.
They ain't people no more. They're a biohazard.
Alright, enough of this shit. Lancaster, check the intersection. Hicks, we'll take the diner.
Roger that.
You see how quickly you can die if you don't. If you don't.
Primary target.
Eyes! Shit! Man down!
Hey, McMullen, see anything up there? Nothing. All clear.
I need immediate assist! Fire support! Requesting backup!
environmental fallout over the last 3 or 4 years, experience has shown that a PMC like Cell operates at a significant saving to the taxpayer. The Rawson administration's groundbreaking policy work in this area shows us...
Eric Rawson. Now that was a president.
Right, Derek, right. As I was saying, the Rawson administration... The current administration has followed the recommendations laid down in their policy work. And there's no question Crynet Enforcement Local Logistics offers very good value for money in Los Angeles, in Miami, in Austin, Texas, and of course in Seattle.
Seattle, of course.
So, there seems to be no need to question their role here, or to complain about measures that are, frankly, unavoidable. That's what the White House is saying.
Alex Kwang there, reporting from Washington, D.C. on the current media restrictions in force in New York State. Other news coming up. Does accepting free healthcare make you un-American? A new social study from scientists in North Carolina says yes. And the Alaska secessionists who were shot last week during a protest. Did they deserve it? Stay with us. See you after the break.
Oh, also, apparently they left behind some pickles and empanadas. And let's see, oatmeal, Bungaloo bugs, which I'm going to assume is a kind of cereal.
Area's clear.
Oh! No, it's not. Now it's clear. You see, those two guys are infected but not dead yet, and you can see what the virus is doing to them.
Prophet, maybe the subway wasn't the best idea. I'm reading dozens of heat signatures right underneath you. Watch your step down there.
Oh, shit! Shit! Get off me! Get the fuck off me! Ah!
Ceph ticks. We'll learn more about them later, but what they're basically doing is breaking down the dead bodies.
It's a nest! Get out of there, Prophet!
Fire!
Find an alternate route.
Fire!
Look at me!
Intercepting enemy transmission.
This is Commander Lockhart to all Cell personnel. Despite all medical attempts to reverse the effects of the cellular breakdown in the infected, we have found no viable cure. Evacuation is no longer an option. A shoot-to-kill discretion is now vested citywide, to be exercised upon any suspicion of infection. Further to this, nanosuit subject, Prophet, is also designated as an active biohazard. Prophet is to be shot on sight.
And that obviously was the end of the second level of the game.
Oversight 1, he's breaking low. Got him right on my nose.
Roger that. Stay on him. Bring him down.
There's another one of the main weapons in the game here. That is the Marshal, which, as you can see from the upgrade list, is a 12-gauge shotgun with a 12 shell capacity. Fairly high rate of fire, fairly low accuracy, which you would expect. Fairly short range, also expected. Damage is almost the best in the game. And ironically, you can stick a silencer on it. Whoop. And actually, I think I'm going to keep it instead of the pistol for now, just in case I need a little heavier firepower.
Lighting him up.
Target locked. Missile away. Confirmed missile hit. He's going in hard.
Prophet! You see
Oversight
that?
6 and 7, I have
You
your
see
kill
that?
confirmed. Hold
Must have gone
station.
down less than a
We're coming
block
in.
from where you are. You do realize what this means, right? This is our chance. This is it. Forget extraction. We have to jump on this. Go get samples from the crash. Get them to me here at the lab. This could be our best shot at rolling back the spore. Maybe the whole invasion even. But you better make it fast. Lockhart's going to have cells swarming all over that crash site in nothing flat. Whoa. Watch your ass, Prophet.
Damn! Incoming fire! Incoming fire!
Thanks for the capping glitch.
He's dead. We have him pinned down. I see you. Ah!
So he didn't just get run over, he got shot and then run over.
Do you copy?
Do not believe the media bullshit, people. There is some weird shit going down in this city, and those jackboot assholes on the corner with their little Cell logo and their PMC paychecks signed off by taxpayers like you and me are not here to help. They're here to put that jackboot in. This ain't America anymore. This is the United States and knuckle under like the man says, or else. This is Radio Free Manhattan, guerrilla broadcast round the clock, telling it like it is and speaking truth to power. Right on!
Lock silencers on weapons to avoid being detected. Tactical onions available.
I know I was gonna say I wasn't gonna show you where the collectibles were, but there's normally a set of car keys right next to this guy. Figure that doesn't go too far out of my way, so I don't mind. One thing that I do appreciate is that when you shoot a turret gunner, they don't immediately get replaced. Matter of fact, I've never seen it done, so...
Looks like they bailed before impact. Check the escape pods. We're looking for tissue samples, dead crew, anything like that.
Charge up!
Empty. Check the other one. Gotta be something we can sample. Oh, nothing. Okay, you've got to get down into the wreckage. You there? Prophet? You have to get inside there and sample the wreckage. We're looking for dead crew, any genetic material you can find.
Oversight! This is Blue Actual requesting immediate evac!
Your orders are clear, Blue Section. Secure your sector and find that nanosuit. Air support is inbound. Hold firm.
Ceph, man. This is Azure 7, getting perimeter sweep. Sector Bravo.
Azure 7 is down! Repeat, Azure 7 is down!
By the way, I know it's a minor spoiler, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. The reason why Lockhart has such a hard-on for killing Prophet has nothing to do with the fact that Prophet's been killing all of his men. It has to do with the fact that he had a son that was in the nanosuit program, and like the soldier said way back at the beginning, something went wrong and his son died. So he's had a hard-on for the nanosuit program ever since, trying to get it shut down.
Right, you're in! Run a scan of the hull. Oh, Jesus. That's human tissue. It's people. People just melted down. Look, without actual alien body tissue, we're wasting our time. Just get out of there.
By the way, these are the true Ceph. This is what they really look like, not those robots that we were seeing in the first game. how fast they can kill you, too.
Processing. Collect nanocatalyst for deadly nanosuit customization.
And obviously that's the point.
It. Now get out of there, Prophet. Head toward the FDR.
And obviously that's the point at which it finally introduces the nanosuit augmentations. There we go, finally.
Watch the rooftops. Incoming! On your six! Oh! Take it!
For once, I don't want to spoil it. So I'm going to let you think about that until we get to the point where they finally do the deep suit scan, which is where the truth about the nanosuit is revealed. Although, it's not a spoiler to tell you that the suit is symbiotic.
God damn it! We're sitting ducks here! Watch the rooftops! Incoming!
Because Prophet already said that way back in the beginning, that there was a symbiosis. And I will confirm that you don't become Ceph, although the suit is based on their technology, which, and I mentioned this way back in the original game when I streamed that they weren't so much trying to kill the person wearing the nanosuit. They were trying to interface with the nanosuit, because they could detect that it was based on Ceph technology. There's a good close-up view, by the way. Also, this is another case where I'm going to show you where a collectible would be, and it would be right there on that couch. But the only reason I'm showing you that is because the actual place where you want to go is here.
I don't know what you did back there, but the suit signal's going crazy. It's off the chart. I've got interface protocols rolling up on all the lab systems and a bunch of biotech patent documentation with Hargreaves' name all over it. It's like some kind of contingency routine he's built into the suit's deep layers. I've got no idea what this means. Look, take the FDR. Get up here to the lab. I don't know how much longer I can hold on here. You need to make it fast. Listen, Cell have set up checkpoints all along the FDR freeway. I just tapped into their comms, and it sounds like Lockhart's down here overseeing the operation himself. He's got to be close, Prophet. Keep a low profile.
By the way,
deliver xeno tissue sample to Gould. Find a way onto the FDR freeway.
There would be another collectible right up here. I thought that radio might have a broadcast, but it doesn't. I think I'm going to switch out deflection for the nano recharge. Yeah, kick open a door that's already swinging open. Good job.
The order is to bring him down. I'll argue the civil rights detail when we've done that.
Alive is more useful.
Yeah? Useful to who? The guy just got through massacring a couple dozen of my men, Miss Strickland. I'm taking no more chances. Prophet dies. Hargreave can have his corpse to play with.
Hargreave wants
the suit. That's what he'll get.
He isn't gonna like this. And last time I checked, we both
That's
worked
where you're
for him.
wrong, Miss Strickland. You work for him! I answer to the Cell Executive Board on the DOD! I don't give a shit what some senile old shareholder like Hargreave may or may not like!
That's majority shareholder and former president of the Crynet Board. You want to be careful what enemies you make here, Lockharts!
This conversation is over!
Thank you for letting me know. I'll make sure that I make the same adjustments to Crysis 3.
I don't take gruesome that bitch, man. Oh no? Seems like Lockhart does. The hell he does. Huh? Under fire! Oh! Oh!
Prophet, I'm picking up a lot of cell activity around here. If they find the lab, we're both screwed. You gotta speed it up, man.
That, and it might help a little bit that the game is a little bit slower paced than most first-person shooters because of the necessity for stealth.
Target sighted. Repeat, we have sight of Prophet.
Shit! Take him out!
Man down! Man down!
Yeah, roger. We got visual. We have a man down. Roger. Report visual.
Prophet, I'm picking up a lot of cell activity around here. If they find the lab, we're both screwed. You gotta speed it up, man.
Why no? No one's going to see the barrel of my gun sticking up over there.
Target sighted. Repeat, we have sight of Prophet.
Shit! Take Take him out!
Let's have a little fun. Now the one problem is we can't really power jump with this. We can at least cloak. But I mean, you're carrying something that's intended to be mounted on a stationary...
Just follow the FDR until you reach the Harbor Lights Pier.
Oversight, this is Drab 15, approaching Grid Delta 7-9er. No sign of Drab 14. We'll sweep the area and report back. Secure the intersection. 4 and 6, take the overpass. I want eyes on every corner. Shoot to kill, gentlemen! Damn it! Watch the HMG! Get over here! Requesting fire support!
Drab 7, this is Azure 1. Target is moving northeast along the FDR on foot. Grid notation, Delta 7-9er. Can you intercept?
This is Drab 7 on the Manhattan Bridge. We're on him. He's toast.
Drab 7, this is Tara Strickland on oversight. Our objective with this target is capture and interrogate. I'm placing the kill order on indefinite hold. Confirm your understanding of this instruction.
Fuck that noise. This piece of shit took out half of Cobalt's section. He dies. Here and now.
HMG! Push forward!
Drab 2. We saw him go down in the freeway collapse.
Confirmed. Prophet is still heading north on the FDR.
Lot of smoking dust down there. Approach with caution.
Prophet, you hanging in there? Look, there's a cell checkpoint up ahead. You're gonna have to break through it.
Reach checkpoint and acquire vehicle.
I see him! Shit! Man down!
Nanovision enabled. Nanovision and tactical options available.
Need to find a weapons cache soonish. Or an ammo cache.
I'll check it out.
No contact. All clear.
Understood.
Yes, I'm sure that heavy machine gun didn't just come off its mount all by itself.
Perimeter breached. Prophet has breached the perimeter. Checkpoint Echo 9er. Get over here! Need assistance!
Charge him! Keep the initiative!
Oh, crap.
This is Drab 2. We saw him go down in the freeway collapse.
Confirmed. Prophet is still heading north on the FDR.
Huh? Lot of smoke and dust down there. Approach with caution.
Prophet, you hanging in there? Look, there's a cell checkpoint up ahead. You're gonna have to break through it.
Reach checkpoint and acquire vehicle. Tactical options available.
No contact. All clear.
Perimeter breached. Prophet has breached the perimeter. Checkpoint Echo 9er.
Damn it! Watch
Prophet, where are you, man? Snag yourself a vehicle and get up here. I don't know how long I can hold out.
This is Drab 18. We need reinforcements at checkpoint Echo 9er.
Roger, Drab 18.
And here we go again. Because I have a vehicle shooting.
This is Drab 2. We saw him go down in the freeway collapse. Confirmed. Prophet is north on the FDR. Lot of smoke and dust down there. Approach with caution.
Prophet, you hanging in there? Look, there's a cell checkpoint up ahead. You're gonna have to break through it.
Reach checkpoint and acquire vehicle.
All clear.
All clear.
Perimeter breached. Prophet has breached the perimeter. Checkpoint Echo Niner.
And that's the asshole that's shooting at me up there.
Prophet, where are you, man? Snag yourself a vehicle and get up here. I don't know how long I can hold out.
Oversight, this is Drab 18. We need reinforcements at checkpoint Echo Niner.
Roger, Drab 18. Backup is en route.
Only reason I'm showing you this area is because there would have been a, in addition to the ammo upgrade, or ammo reloads, there would have been a collectible in this particular trailer.
They're coming in. Gotta bail. Look, there's a place not far from here, still safe, I think. Keep heading this way, I'll be in touch.
All units. Prophet is heading north from checkpoint Echo Niner.
I want roadblocks every half mile. A 0-1, you are clear to engage.
Prophet, they've set up roadblocks in the tunnel. You gotta break through, man.
He's in the tunnel. Got him. Target lock. Missile away.
Azir, you are in direct contravention of orders of the highest level of...
God damn it, Strickland! I told you to get off this channel! All units! This is for all units! You will disregard any further order from Special Advisor Strickland until otherwise instructed by me! Someone kill that tin fucker!
Roger that. We're on him.
Good job. Managed to really hurt that tree with that missile.
He's on foot. Repeat, Prophet is on foot. FDR Drive, Sector East. Bring him down.
And keep in mind, with all that firepower, that's not even a main battle tank. That's just an APC.
Prophet, listen. I fucked up. You have to help me here. I'm heading out to this apartment an old girlfriend lent me. It's not far. You can meet me there, but I left the address on my database at the lab. It's right there in the terminal on my desk. If they crack the access codes, we're screwed. You need to get in there and trash that computer. Hurry!
By which he means shoot the hell out of the server. But since we only have about 30 minutes left before the 4-hour mark, and there's going to be a very long ambush that you're going to have to fight, or that I'm going to have to fight anyway, I think I'm going to call the stream here at the start of this mission, and we'll pick it up here the next time. So, I want to thank everyone for coming. I appreciate all your support. I'm glad that the adjustments to the video are actually working as I intended them to. Thank you all for coming, and new guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.